Why do you have
14.
that 12?
14.
It's recorded.
B lies in exterior X.
Wait, so for 12, I got false.
And
D
D
lies in the
on the outside. It doesn't
yeah, but
matter.
A.
That's not
Okay,
a
so
line
it's
in the
still
angle.
Oh, whoa. Where
Because
am I?
B is on
14.
14.
Okay.
Wouldn't it
What did
not
you get?
show?
I got true.
Oh, goodness, I got false.
I didn't know what to put there because I didn't
Okay,
know
so
what
D,
count.
D,
I true.
Angle B.
So that's 14.
D's on
That's,
the exterior. It doesn't matter if it's on the line,
12?
if it's
Oh, I
not
have
on the
false
line
for
of
that
the
one.
angle.
Oh. Whoa.
Why are we
So, if
14,
this line
okay.
right here,
14,
it doesn't
D
matter
lies
that
in
it's
the
on it.
exterior. We can
It's
erase
that,
it.
yeah,
It's
like
just outside of where.
Yeah, it's on the outside of the alligator part.
And F lies in the exterior. I got false for this one because
I
didn't
understand.
Wait, where'd you get on 15?
I got
false. No, I got true. I got true. And then
true
too.
I got AXC.
Yeah, because they're right against each other and they use the same points, B and X.
No, I got false because it's
19,
AXC
I got
and
6.
then AXC. They can't be the,
Yes.
they can't
How
have
many
the same
false?
interior.
Oh my god.
1.
You guys are-
Wait, 1.
Wait, what you guys get for 15 and 6?
No.
False.
5.
You got false for 15?
Yeah.
I thought 15 was true. I got true.
I got false
And then
because
go.
15.
Oh,
Okay,
false.
6 and 13.
I got false.
Wait, you got false too? Wait, how do you get false?
I don't know. Did you count?
I got false.
I got
1,
T.
2,
But what does vertical
3.
angles mean?
B,
Like,
X.
Oh, we went this way.
There,
thank you.
It's false because it has to be an intersection of two lines, not an intersection of two.
Oh, whoops, I think
Like
forgot
they
to
can't
put
have
this
this
one
one.
down. Wow, that makes.
False is good.
Yes.
Wow, that's depressing.
Oh, I just. I forgot to put this down.
My phone is
Oh
right.
well. Wait, do you need these back?
What'd you
Yes.
get?
Okay.
Alright, I do have your tests, and you all did a very nice job on those. I was
make that say true because it's hard.
pleased. The first 9 were 1 point per blank. So that was, I think, 13 points. The 3 undefined terms in geometry are point, line, and plane. And then postulate 1, the blanks are line, plane, space. And then for number 3 is 2. Number 4 is 3. Number 5 is line. Number 6 is line. Number 7 is point. Number 8 is plane, and number 9 is plane. Any questions on the first 9? No? Okay. And then 10 through 13, you had to draw and label the figure described. Those were 3 points each. I took 1 point off of a lot of yours for number 13. And I'm not an artist, so I don't expect you to be either. But when you draw a line that's intersecting a plane, a lot of you drew it like this. And we need to remember that this plane, we draw it as a closed figure, but we need to remember it's really continuing infinitely on in all directions, okay? So when you draw it like this, it looks like it's on the plane. Okay, I see that you had a point and I get what you're doing, that's why I just took off 1, it was worth 3 points. But when we have a line that's intersecting a plane, we need to somehow distinguish that it's not on the plane. And so to do that, we usually make the plane flat like this, and then we have the line coming through this way, and then saying it's like going through the bottom. Okay, so that's more so what I was looking for number 13. Again, that was worth 3 points, so I took off 1 for some of yours on that. But for the most part, you did a nice job there. And then how do theorems differ from postulates? That was 2 points. Most of you got that. Theorems are statements that are proved, whereas postulates are basic assumptions. Any questions on the front? No? Okay. On the back, 15 through 20 were 1 point each. Number 15 is endpoint, and number 16 was midpoint. 17 is 8, 18 is 2, 19 is 1, and 20 is segment A, B, K. Any questions on that part? Mac?
Number 19 and 20.
Okay. I actually drew a number line just to help myself visualize. And I think it's good to do that a lot in geometry. So we have B is at -2. And A is at 6. Alright, so 19, the point that lies on ray AB is 5 units from A. So 5 units from A could be this way or it could be this way. But since it says it's on ray AB, that means it must be the one that's going this way. So 5 units from 6, if we do 6 minus 5, that would be 1.
Yeah, I accidentally just switched A and B. Like I accidentally put A at -2 and B at
So that's probably why you got 20 wrong too, then. Okay. Other questions about that? Okay. 21 was deductive. That's also 1 point each. 22 is inductive. 23 through 26 are 2 points each. 23, X is the midpoint of JK. You did not have to say if there. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't say if, but if you did, I didn't count off points. 24, segment JX is congruent to segment K, or XK. And the converse, if segment JX is congruent to segment XK, then X is the midpoint of JK. Is the original statement true? Yes, I think all of you put that. The converse is where a lot of you miss points on that. If JX is congruent to KX, then X is the midpoint. Who could come up and draw an example where that would not be the case? Madeline? Good. Okay, so X doesn't necessarily have to be on the line, and if it's not on the line segment JK, then it wouldn't be the midpoint. So here JX could be congruent to XK, but X would not be the midpoint. So the converse is not necessarily true. So that would be no. Any questions about 21 through 26? Okay, and then 27 was 7 points, 1 point for each of the reasons. You all did a nice job on that. Number 1 was given. 2 is the reflexive property. 3 is the addition property of inequality. 4 is given. 5 is the definition of between. 6 is the definition of between. And 7 is either the transitive property or the substitution principle. Right?
Can you explain 6?
6, they're using 4, the given and 4 to come up with both 5 and 6. So if this is the case, we know that B is between A, C, which is how they came up with statement 5. And we also know that C must be between BD, and that's how they came up with the fact that BC plus CD would equal BD. Because it's between. Okay? Ready?
For 5 and 6, how do you know if it, or just for these in general, how do you know if it's the definition of between or addition property?
If we have, okay, so 3 was the addition property, and that is because we had A, B, and C, D, and then we added the same thing to both sides. We added the B, C to both sides. So whenever you're adding the same thing to both sides, that would be the addition property. In this case, we are not adding the same thing to both sides, we're just having it adding on one side. So that would be your first clue, that it wouldn't be the addition property, and that it's gonna be between. Does that help? Yes? Okay. Any other questions on your test? I did add a point onto your score. So I put the +1 at the top. So if it says 47 plus 1, then you got 48 out of 50. Alright, I'll lay this back, please, and then we can talk about any questions that you had on homework from last night.
It's such a stupid question too. I know. You just like ridiculous part like the part or something. I can take this. You didn't even write it. Yeah, I did. We just have to find out what else. Check out more.
Alright, what questions, Annie, did you have about the angles section last night? What? 21. How many pairs of adjacent angles are shown? Yikes. What did you guys say? How many did you come up with, Sarah? 6. Did anyone come up with more than that? 9?
I got 9.
You got 9?
I got left like a 3.
I'll have to count. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Yes, I can. I hope you say that. I hope you were on it when I came in. I did it with you. Also, I let you use my video. That's pretty big 6. He's gonna keep your whole conversation. Thank you for not saying anything.
Alright, let's see. Adjacent angles. We got, how many, does it say how many pairs? Okay, so here's one pair. 1, 2, 3,
How are those adjacent?
4. They're next to each other,
But
That's 12.
and they share a
Isn't it like-
ray.
I thought it couldn't be like a straight line.
No, it can. As long as they share one side, they're adjacent if they share a side, or a ray of the angle, but they don't have any points in the middle that are in common. So that's 4 right there. And then let's see, we got 5, 6, 7, each one will have 4, I guess. 8. Right? So, and this would also have 4, so that would be 12.
What number is this for again?
This is number 21. How many pairs of adjacent angles are there? So each time you have an intersection of 2 lines, there would be 4 pairs of adjacent angles. So since there's 3 intersections, that would make 12. Okay? And 24?
Yeah, 20 is what I didn't understand.
Okay, 20, how many pairs of vertical angles? So, vertical angles are like diagonal to each other. So like these are vertical angles. These are vertical angles. So that'd be 2 pairs.
Wait, I thought you said those were adjacent angles.
Like the green and the green and the yellow and the yellow are vertical angles.
So that's just 2 vertical.
So that's 2 pairs. So for each one there would be 2 pairs. So that'd be 6. Adjacent are beside and vertical are diagonal. And then 24. Point V lies in the exterior of 7 different angles. Name the 7. Okay, so here's V. If it's in the exterior, it's outside of the angle. So I can see that it's outside of this angle. What would we name it? Could have more than one name. Use TEF, okay? Yep. Do you see why it's in the exterior of that angle? Yes? Okay, what other angles is it in the exterior of? Okay. UGT, yep, it's also outside of that angle. What else? Wolfie?
UFR.
UFR, yes, that would be this angle. Okay, that's 3. Okay,
SFW.
SFW, yep. Wolfie?
RET.
RET. Yep. That's this angle. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're up to 5. Madeline?
GRS.
GRS would be the same as, that's this angle right here, right?
Oh.
So we already did name that one. Aaron?
I was just gonna ask, what's the angle of the blue mark, I think?
You could call it GFE or UFR. Wolfie?
SFU.
SFU. Okay, good. We haven't done that one yet. That's this angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're up to 6. Yep, last one. TGW. Yep. It's in the, so it's in the exterior of all of those. We're good?
Are there more than 7? Because I got some that aren't those.
No, tell me one.
I lost WFR, did we see that one?
WFR. Okay. That would not be one because here's WFR. That would be inside. V would be inside that one.
Wait, what? SGE.
GE?
Alright, yeah, sorry, FG.
No. Well, that one's on the line, so no. Cause that would be on the
Oh,
same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any other ones that you have questions about? Okay, other problems you have questions about. Maddie?
Sorry, can you do 22?
22. Name the angle whose interior contains point U. Okay, so here's U. So what angle would contain that in its interior? Aaron? UG. The fact that you said U in it tells me it's probably not gonna be it, because it can't be on the angle itself. You know? RET, yes. That would be the one. You could also say REG, that would name the same angle. You know?
Can you say VET too, because it's a straight angle?
We haven't talked about straight angles yet, so I think that's the one that they wanted you to say was this one. They said angles can't be under 80 degrees. So, there are such things as straight angles, but yeah. Any other questions, Sarah?
Can you go over like 11 through 18?
Okay.
Just like really fun.
Yeah, let me take another picture. It's easier to show you that way.
Man, I'm trying to get one of those.
That's not the right one. That's good. Alright, 11, E lies in the, true or false, okay. E lies in the interior of angle AXB. Stop it. I never know why it does that. AXB is E in the interior? Yes, that's true. B lies in the interior of AXB, same angle. Since it's on the angle, that would be false. F lies in the exterior of angle AXC. AXC. Again, X, or no, what were they asking about? F. That would be false. F is in the interior. D lies. Do you need me to stop there? D lies in the exterior of angle BXC. Here's BXC. What are we looking at? D. So that's true. Angle AXB. Here's AXB. And angle AXC are adjacent angles.
True.
Okay, here's the interior of AXC.
Yeah.
Here's the interior of AXB. Do they have interior points in common? So then they cannot be adjacent angles. So that is false. Okay, angle AXD and BXC are vertical angles. That is false. They need to be directly diagonal from each other like this. That's not a good picture, but they should, basically vertical angles are gonna have equal measures, so that's gonna be false. And ray XB is the common side of angle AXB and angle BXC. True or false? True. You'd write XB, that's what they have in common. And write XD. And XB are the exterior sides of adjacent angles DXA and AXB. True, yes. Those are adjacent angles, they share a side, and the orange parts or the rays that they named are the outside of the two adjacent angles, the exterior. Okay? Looking up there, look, there's a clock. Okay, questions? Morgan?
Number 19.
19, how many angles are shown? That's a lot. How many did you guys get?
3.
12, Maddie?
Can you just add 20 and 21 together?
How many pairs of vertical and how many pairs of adjacent? Well, those were talking about pairs, so we were counting 2 at a time for that. They would, all the vertical angles would be, the pairs would be different than the adjacent. That might work, but honestly, I don't know if it will or not. Alright, we got some time, we'll just count them all. But you guys are gonna have to do the next section. I'll put the notes up, cause we don't have class tomorrow and I don't wanna get behind. So tonight, I'll put the notes up on Edmodo, and then sometime over the weekends, you'll need to write them down, and I'll let you know if I want you to do the assignment or not with it. We'll have to count all of those, I'll count all those angles and let you know. But, so be looking at Edmodo tonight for your assignment, that will be due on Monday, okay?
Oh my gosh, it's like today's Friday. So good. It's like today's Friday.
Except that we still have to go to school tomorrow.
No, we're not trying to.
That's kind of.
But we don't have to come to Well, I do.
I have to come to school.
It's like having no school, but having to go to school.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Are you going to the thing tomorrow?
I mean, I have to.
Oh. Well, you wanna ride with us?
I am going.
Are you going to that, Daddy? How do you know? Are you coming to the
Yeah. That's the invitation, we can actually take 3 more people.
Mrs. Graham's assigning all the vehicles.
We're partners.
Call my name.
I call her now.
You guys can share me.